Hello everyone, I am Chester44 and welcome to this Let's Play of Geneforge 2! Well, we finally did it. We made it to Rising. We learned everything we could here. And we have avenged our mentor Shanti for her death. Her killer is slain. And well, it feels good to have taken care of that, but we're still not done here. Oh, sure. We've done exactly what the council sent us here to do. Speak with Zachary and Barzal and get their reports, but well, that's only part of what's going on. We know what's going on in the valley here, but we can't just leave it. If we left right now, there would be terrible things happening. We have to do something about this. So we gotta look around and see what we can do. We'll have to find our way into Takerland soon. Quite soon. For now, though, we should probably finish looking around in the Barzite lands. Let's start off with the Radiant College here. Sure, it's more Barzites, but hey, we need to find out what we can, and we might learn something. Hey, maybe we'll even find out about that book that Sharon gave us. You walk into the Radiant College. It is a center of Barzite magical work and research, and it was definitely built in a manner reflecting its importance. Everything is huge and grand. The ceilings are high and the floor is marble. The college is strangely quiet. The hum of distant machinery echoes down the halls, but you don't hear anyone talking. Everyone must be keeping to themselves, lost in their exciting, dangerous research. You can't help but notice a peculiar lack of guards at the entrance. You only see one human. She is unarmed, and she looks like she is concerned by your presence. She is about to approach you. A woman walks up to you. She is unarmed and doesn't look modified in any way. She looks annoyed. When she gets close, she says, "You are forbidden here. Outsiders are forbidden here. You must leave immediately. You may only enter if you have permission from Barzal." "Where can I find Barzal?" "He is in Rising, to the south. Now leave immediately or I will call the guards." Well, I do have permission." You lie to her very convincingly. Fortunately, she doesn't want to take the risk of killing someone whose presence might be permitted. "Alright, you may pass, but I will speak with Barzal himself about you." "Who is in charge here?" "Burham, but only Barzites can see him. You should talk to Fennon. He is assigned to show you the power of the Barzites. He's in the shaping halls in the southwest corner." "Tell me about the college." She points south. "Living chambers, beds, dining hall, and such." She points north. "Crafts, tool breeding, forge, apothecary, and so on." She points southwest. "Shaping halls, incubation vats, library, marvelous other things." She points northwest. "Research core, only Barzites allowed. All others killed." I think we'll start with the crafts and such. Check out the shaping halls and the library we'll need to go to. Living chambers might be last. "What is your job here?" "I greet people. I'm waiting to be trained as a shaper." "They train shapers here?" "Yes. They can make shapers instantly with the canisters, but they aren't as good as real shapers, really trained. Some of those are being brought here." "That's all for now. Thanks." "Well, I guess it's true. The best and easiest way to make sure you get through any place is to behave as if you're supposed to be there." The Radiant College is equipped with an alchemist. At first, she looks completely normal. Then she stops chopping some herbs. Her hands move amazingly quickly. As she works, she talks to you. The distraction doesn't affect her blade work in the slightest. "Yes, visitor? I am Finn. How can I help?" "You make potions for the college?" "Yes," she says, still chopping. "The researchers need everything you can imagine, and they need it immediately, or else." It sounds like typical shaper behavior. "Are you also a student here?" "Not yet. I am waiting to learn. I have been gifted with some modification, though, to test me." "What will you learn?" "To shape, to work essence. With my natural skill, the learning I will get, and the canister improvements, I will be able to do great things. Even figure out a way to double the canister production rate." "How are you modified?" Speed, intelligence, the ability to work faster without it draining me. No magical abilities, not yet. Test you how? Most people accept the power of the canisters well. It makes them clear in their minds. Some are driven mad, though. They are not strong enough. Canisters are precious, so now they are only given slowly to make sure the one who gets the gift does not waste it. Can I buy some potions? Oh good, I can. Is there anything we need? Let's see, ooh. We don't have any shielding spores. I think yeah, we could buy a few of those. Is there anything we can sell? Yeah, a couple gemstones. And, yeah, grounded robe. I don't think no, we don't need the grounded robe. Or the wand of death. Yeah, that's good. Okay, little selling is always good. I figured we wouldn't be able to take stuff. This room is searingly hot. Warm air from here probably heats this entire area of the college. The smell of carbon and ozone is strong in here. Your skin burns. There are several vats in this room, filled with small amounts of molten metal. Magical energy pours from conduits on the floor into the vats, heating, storing, and purifying it. Though you don't know much about metallurgy, you know what this room is for. They are making pure steel. It is iron, strengthened with charcoal and purified with heat and essence until it is extremely strong and slightly magically charged. Pure steel is very useful for making magical devices like wands and canisters. Oop, walked into a room. No Shaper Warren would be complete without a place to breed new living tools and batons. These useful creatures are neither bright nor social, but a skilled Shaper can convince them to interact and make new baby living batons and tools. I suppose. Whoa! Oh my. I didn't expect that. Oh, we can't take it. Hold on. Who was that? And what was that? Where did it go? Okay, we'll probably see it when we walk out. The guard creature looks at you blankly. It doesn't show any motion, it barely moves. It is under very tight control. The Shaper who created it must be skilled. I guess we're not going to be able to go in there and take anything. Someone here. This man has long, thin fingers and great power of concentration. As you watch, he takes a rough piece of mined crystal and, with a small hammer and a scalpel, works it into a long, smooth shard. You watch, fascinated for several minutes. Finally, he puts down the finished stone and looks up at you. Hello, I am Lacetus. You are the visitor. What is it? What sort of crystals do they need here? Everything. Little ones, big ones, and they burn out a lot since they lost their conduit shard. What is a conduit shard? A crystal designed to have power coursed through it. One crystal which doesn't constantly break and make you have to go, Lactus, make me a crystal, now! What happened to the college's conduit shard? It was stolen before I got here, by a demon. At least that's what I heard. Fennin would know about it. Lacetus absent-mindedly fingers his tools as he talks to you. He is eager to return to work. Have you been modified by the Barzites? Not yet. I'm waiting for more canisters to be available. I'm tired of working on rocks. I want to be a guardian. You look at Lacetus' scrawny body. It would take a lot of modification to make him a guardian, but then the Barzites seem capable of it. Can I buy some crystals? I can, but there's nothing we need. At least we know we can come here if we need any mind crystals, though. Let's see. Okay, I saw something here. It looked like, what were they, IBs? Oh my. Cryodrakes and Urglachs. Research Core, Barzites only beyond this point. Yeah, we'll not go in there. However, seriously, where was that creation? I saw it. It was up in here. The only reason I didn't run in was because I thought, okay, we can actually walk in here. It's probably just down that passage. There it is! A strange creature floats through the room, looking for intruders. It is a floating globe covered with thick layers of chitinous armor. It has a huge eye in the center and many tiny eye stalks emerging from its head. It looks at you with interest. Yes! Shaper! The Eye sees you. The Eye will wish you peace as long as you meet it with peace.
I am Siakis I am a god.
What are you?
I am a gazer. My kind was created by Basal. We serve the Bazites.
What is your job here?
We patrol. The Eye watches for intruders. The Eye destroys them.
How do your eyes destroy them?
Basal gave me great power. The Eye unleashes it when we must.
Well, okay then. At least that was a very short conversation. Thank God. You know what, I think we'll look in the living quarters next, actually. See what's in here. Well, this must be the kitchen and dining. Apprentices. You meet a young human woman. Something about this person seems very familiar. The fatigue, the nervous shuffling of feet, the constant staring at the floor. This must be a Shaper apprentice. Not meeting your gaze, the apprentice says, "Yes, Shaper, what do you want to know?" The apprentice stares silently at the ground. "What are you studying?" "All the shaping arts. Barzal wants to create true Shapers, so he has us be trained. It is a great honor. He thinks that, through learning combined with the use of canisters, we will be great Shapers, so we learn to prepare." "What are you preparing for?" "The war. One day we must fight the Shaper Council. It will be a great war, and we will be ready." "Have you been modified in any way by the Barzites?" "I have not been honored with a canister yet. Hopefully soon, if I shall promise." More creations. Battle gammas, it looks like there. I guess this is their sleeping quarters. They did say the living quarters were down here, so it only makes sense. Yeah, I can't really take anything. We probably shouldn't. I mean, well, unless we can get away with it like in here, where no one is seeing anything. Not that it matters, because there's nothing in there, of course. Come on, come on. Really, guys? Really? Come on. There we go. Coins. Shaped gauntlets. Essence pod. +5 for those. What are the shaped gauntlets? +7? Yeah, we don't need them. And another room here. And here is steel breastplate, Reaper baton. If you don't have one of those, didn't expect to find that in this area. And there's the dining room. This must be the kitchen. Wait, this is the kitchen, then what is this? Huh. I don't know. You browse through the college's library. All of the tomes and scrolls are worn and dog-eared from being read and reread. Because of the remoteness of these mountains, it is hard to get books. Still, the college has a wide variety of works with titles like Artillery Resistance and Submission and Effects of Low Energy Bombardment on Cryoa. And yet I still haven't seen... Okay. And yet I still haven't seen any hint of the Lusty Fioran Maid. Really? What does it take? Wait, rune casting. Isn't that one of the ones we were looking for? Yes, rune casting! We'll have to go back to the Magis complex with it. Most of the scrolls in this library look new. You examine a few of them and find something very strange. Each scroll begins with the name of some living thing, like Thod, or Squirrel, or Human, then a series of numbers, then a long list of symbols, each written in a very tiny hand. The lists go on for pages and pages. You can detect no order or meaning in the lists of symbols. You do notice, however, that there are only 4 different symbols. CATG, maybe? In one scroll labeled Thod 43153241, you find something interesting. One series of symbols has been circled, and a new series has been penned in by it. A note says, "If shaped in this way, the skin turns blue. Odd." It looks like they found out about DNA here. Couple research notes. Ah, most likely. You watch this agent for a minute, trying to figure out what she is doing. Then you figure it out. Weirdly, she seems to be the librarian. She is sorting out all the strange scrolls in this section. While you wonder what an agent is doing working in a library, she turns to you. She looks frightened. Ah, you? I am Mockley. What do you want here? She seems scared and distracted. She constantly turns to look at the corners of the room, seemingly watching for something. What sort of library is this? This is the college library. Lots of shelves, lots of corners. Corners. I keep track of everything. Of the books. The north room is regular books. The south room is the records of what we have seen when peering. It is a hard job. It is hard. A hard job. Books, they disappear sometimes. What do you mean by peering? It is paper research. They can look within living things and read the instructions for making them, and they write what they say. Others can tell you more. It is hard to keep track of, though. There is so much to write, or so they say. The instructions to make a person are so long and complex, this whole college could not store what they learn. So it is left up to me. Who can tell me more? Talk to Locke. She knows a lot. She's in the peering room. I think she can be trusted. What is left up to you? Sorting the scrolls, reading the notes, seeing what information found seems useful, and throwing out the rest to make room. They are learning a lot, lots of valuable shaping things, but there is too much information to keep. Your books disappear? Yes. Careless students. Errors. The things that take them. Someone misplaced a copy of Esoteric Craft, for example, and Fenton needed it and yelled at me. I need to find it. I don't know where it is. I'll see if I can find it. Mockley still seems scared. Not so much of you anymore, but something. What is wrong? You seem frightened. Yes, I see. There are things. We can't always see or hear them, but they are around. I watch for them always. When did you start seeing these things? When I was a fighter and scout, and they offered to make me an agent. I used the canisters, and they made my senses strong. Everyone I used, my senses were stronger, and I could hear and see the things more. But it made me an agent they didn't like, and Burham acted sad and put me here. You should use canisters. They will help you see and hear the things, so you can get away from them. Is it possible to get away from them? No. It's a little worrying.